At Goodwill Industries of Arkansas, we have a mission that is at the heart of everything we do. It's the simplest and purest expression of why we exist. Our mission at Goodwill, Arkansas is clear: changing lives through education, training, and employment. This mission is why we get up every morning and why we matter to thousands of Arkansans. Here are some of their stories.
When I got released from prison, I went to go see my parole officer and he said, "You have 30 days to get a job." I literally could not get a job at McDonald's because of the charges I had. I couldn't operate a cash register. I went to Goodwill and I was going to fill out a job application, and I talked to a gentleman at the front, and I kind of just gave him a little bit of a story, a backstory. Told him I was having trouble finding a job, and I started crying while I was talking to him. And he said, "How long have you been out?" And I said, I've literally been out a week. He was like, come to Career Services and talk with them about getting into a reentry program.
The day that the TEO coordinator came to the halfway house, my life changed. My life changed. He was great. He got me in the program, the TEO program. And I started working for Goodwill. And that's why Goodwill is so important to me, because they've always worked with me because they know my situation with my mom. She had cancer, colon cancer. So they removed the tumor. And by the grace of God, she didn't have to have chemo, and it was the kind of cancer that didn't come back. But shortly after that, she was diagnosed with dementia. And that's my sole purpose in life right now, to care for my mom. I'm all she has. They always work around my schedule and make sure I have to do what I have to do for her.
I was to the point where I didn't know what kind of help I needed, but I knew I needed help. I couldn't pass a background check, and I couldn't find a job other than a minimum wage job, and I heard about the TEO program, and so I came here to see what that was about. Not long after that, I started in the academy at Goodwill, teaching a couple classes. Forklift was one of them. It wasn't long after that I was blessed to be a part of starting the Excel Center. In that, I kind of found my passion for, helping people.
I guess when I was 18 years old, I caught my first charge. I finally went to prison, state prison, got out, did the same thing again, went back, got back out and started here at Goodwill. They hired ex-felons and let us work up under them for a while and help us find jobs eventually somewhere else, which was real good. They finally hired me on later on after they seen what I could do, and that I was willing to learn and I was willing to keep going. I've never picked up a hammer before I went to jail. I made myself learn maintenance. I took all the classes and learned how to do sheetrock and everything. So I came in knowing a little bit, and with that little bit, the maintenance team was working with me to teach me more.
Goodwill's mission statement is so true. Changing lives through education, training, and employment. They changed my life through all of those things, and that's my entire career now. When I talk to students at the Excel Center all the time, I think it's funny because they're like, "You don't look like a felon." And I always tell people, what does a felon look like? A felony is a word used to describe a crime you commit, not a person that you are.
People in this community knows that Goodwill is more than a thrift store, because a lot of people have taken advantage over the 8 years I've been here of the programs that they provided. So yeah, that mission statement is so true. It is so true, and it does change lives.
Who doesn't want somebody that's going to speak encouragement into your life, or positivity in your life, or believe in you and tell you that you can do something when maybe everybody else in your life is telling you you can't do something? And I kind of got to do that, and kind of became my passion. if you'd said 5 years ago, you're gonna be a life coach, I'd be like, okay.
I thought it was just a thrift store where they sell clothes, but I didn't know they had school. I didn't know they had like forklift training. I didn't know they even gave felons a chance to work at their place. You know, it's way more than just a thrift store.
Everyone that I have come into contact with at Goodwill is what I call mission-minded. Most everyone that works here because they want to work here. They want to do something for other people. And now I'm one of those people. We are the people that we serve. I am Goodwill.
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 Goodwill changed my life. I hope I can do that for somebody else.